Indoor slippers. I have some fabric here, two different types of fabric. I have a throw fabric that has been cut into square, and I have a jeans fabric that has been cut into a sole size of whomever you are trying to make slippers for. So I've cut in the shape of a sole, measuring the shoe size. I just kept a shoe on that fabric, and then I traced the edges, and then cut the fabric. And I have a almost same length of fabric cut into square piece. I have two squares here, and you also need a glue gun. Okay, and let's begin by cutting the fabric in between into two different pieces. I'm going to cut it from here to almost over here. That is 3/4 of the fabric. Let's cut it. And now, since I've cut the fabric in between, now I'm going to open it like this, and I'm going to glue here this edge and glue this edge as well. And I'm going to place it one on top of the other and glue it. This is how I have glued it, and now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and now on this side as well, and let it dry. Now once it's dry, let's just lift the top fabric and invert it inside like this, inside, something like this. I've inverted this the fabric inside and placed it one on top of other, so the glued edge is here. Let's now glue the sides, these sides, the open sides, one on top of the other. I have glued the edges, and now I'm going to place it on top of this one, and I'm going to glue something like this. I'm going to put glue on this edge and on this edge, so that it's inside and at the sides. Let's go on the sole side. The one that is visible outside the sole, that is going to be inside, and the glue is going to be on top on this edge like this. And this is how I've glued the top near the toes. This is how I've glued. And now let's go to this bottom and glue the side edges. This is how I've glued the ankle or the heel side. This edge needs to be glued. Let me glue here at the heel side. This is how I've glued. I'm going to invert it outside. This is how it looks from outside, the sole part. And this is the top part. And here is the pair of slippers. The right one is been stitched by hand. You can always stitch it by your hand. And then the left one is glued. It's good for one winter season maybe. I won't say it's a heavy duty one. It might get open. To make it more secure, we might have to use right glue. I just tried with the glue gun, and we can also customize the way our kids want it. My kid has a reindeer themed shoes, so I'm going to make it a reindeer or Rudolph themed slippers. Let's make it non-slippery by applying glue on the bottom here. This is how I have glued in a zigzag pattern, running from top to bottom like a shape of Z, to make it non-slippery. This is how it is. Let it dry. You can accessorize it with a bow, a simple bow like this, but I'm going to make a reindeer themed slipper. I have some red and gold pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist it and